It's time for fear to rule the world. The children are in danger. We need help. Bring me Jack Frost. Jack Frost?
梦工厂年度压轴动画《捍卫联盟》把大家从小听到大的圣诞童话故事人物变成动画，赋予全新生命。
I remember my daughter came up, she was about 6, dragging her 3-year-old brother. And she goes, does Santa Claus know the Easter Bunny? Are they friends? And so I started thinking about how to answer those questions. And I wanted to do a story about how all the icons of childhood came together.
Oh no.
Santa Claus. The Easter Bunny? Sandman. The Tooth Fairy. Surprise!
Rise of the Guardians was something that Bill Joyce had specifically come up with to entertain his kids and to kind of create a mythology for these characters that everybody has a real special place in their heart for.
It is our job to watch over the children of the world and keep them safe. To bring wonder, hope, and dreams.
These guys are the original superheroes.
Come on, let's go!
That's what I think we're doing with these characters, is making them grand and glorious.
This is going to be epic!
I really became enamored of Guardians because I really felt it was a project of great ambition, of visual richness, and also a big heart.
That's why we collect the teeth. They hold the most important memories of childhood.
I hope people feel that power and that spirit. It's wonderful to be able to work on a project that just feels true.
We'll always be here, Jamie.
It's just so lush and magical.
The colors and the sets.
The whole world is so special and unique.
It's a beautiful film.
Think of all these beloved characters actually knowing each other and working together. It's fantastic.
Hold on, everyone!
Growing up, chances are you heard of
Jack Frost.
Legend has it he's behind that feeling you get when a cold kiss of air nips at your nose, or when a blast of cool wind transforms a window into a drawing board, or the pure joy when a school day becomes a snow day.
Snow day!
You're welcome. You see, Jack can control the winter weather, ice and snow. Jack can conjure them up and bend them to his will. He can fly. And he can make a fantastic snowball. But if you think a little fun in snow games is all there is to Jack Frost, then you don't know Jack. You see, Jack, he's a guardian. What makes you think I want to be a guardian? Or at least they'd like him to be. Jack will join forces with his fellow guardians, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, and the Sandman, to protect the dreams and children everywhere. All you'll have to do is believe. You'll see everyone needs a guardian. Hey, am I on the naughty list?
Ah! You hold the record.
When I say Easter Bunny, what's the first thing that pops into your mind? In many parts of the world, you'd think of a furry, fluffy little creature who comes in the night to hide colored eggs and candy for children to hunt on Easter morning. But what if I told you he's also a guardian?
Been a long time.
Bunny!
Prepare to meet Bunny Bun, an entirely different breed of bunny. Standing on 2 very big feet, he's armed with egg bombs, an Australian accent,
Happy Easter, you little ankle biter.
and throws a mean boomerang. He's got a whole world where he prepares his colored eggs for their big debut. And along with his fellow guardians, Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, and the Sandman, he watches over the world's children. When called upon, he's not only ready to bounce into action, he looks good doing it. Don't call him a bunny.
What did you call me?
Don't try to race him. And if your goal is to threaten the happiness of the children of the world, watch out for flying eggs.
Are we ready?
Who has a sleigh pulled by reindeer, white beard, wears a red suit, and is a legendary giver of gifts to children at Christmas time? Easy, right? Santa Claus.
Wow.
But what if I told you he's also got tattoos covering both arms? He's a master swordsman and has a thick Russian accent.
Rimsky-Korsakov.
Believe it or not, you'd still be right.
Good. That was my idea.
See, depending on what part of the world you're from, the legend of Santa Claus varies a bit. There's St. Nick, Father Christmas, Kris Kringle, or in The Rise of the Guardians, there's North. Regardless of what he's called, he delivers toys to all the good boys and girls, whether down a chimney or in shoes left on the porch. But he only does that once a year. The rest of the time, he's overseeing a team of industrious Yetis who make the toys, not elves, mind you.
I don't like it. Painted red.
While lending a hand to the Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, and Sandman. Because Santa is a guardian, and all year long he protects the dreams and wonder of children around the world. And it's a good thing because an enemy is coming.
Sandy, come on!
The Sandman, heard of him? Believe it or not, that dream you had where you could fly, or the one about being a pop star, that's the Sandman's work, or Sandy, as he's known to his fellow guardians, because that's what he is. Sandy is a guardian, and he's known around the globe for sprinkling dream sand into the eyes of sleeping children, bringing them good dreams and restful nights.
Candy canes.
Now, Sandy doesn't like to talk, perhaps because he doesn't want to wake anyone up. Sandy lets his magic sand and vivid imagination do his talking. And talking and talking. For a guy who doesn't speak, he sure has a lot to say.
Sandy, why didn't you say something?
But having power over dreams can be dangerous.
Pretty little nightmare.
And when nightmares start running wild, Sandy will need the help of his fellow guardians to restore sweet dreams to all.
You gotta help Sandy!
And to all, good night.
Here we go!
Perhaps you know the Tooth Fairy as a winged sprite who flies into the rooms of sleeping children, taking lost teeth from beneath their pillows and leaving a quarter, 50 cents, maybe $1 if you've really been good. Whatever your tradition, one thing is clear. The Tooth Fairy, in all her forms, is loved by children around the world.
Look at all the pretty teeth with little blood and gum on them.
But what if I told you there's more to the Tooth Fairy than meets the gum line?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes.
Good. Fingers out of mouth.
Oh, sorry.
What if I told you that each tooth she collects contains memories of the child from which they came? It's Tooth's job to guard those memories, keeping them as pure and innocent as when they were formed.
Cool, a tooth!
Because Tooth is a guardian. And when that treasure trove of teeth is threatened, Tooth will need the help of her fellow guardians to protect the precious memories of the past and maintain children's faith in the future. You'll see, everyone needs a guardian.
Wings up and take no prisoners!
Oh no.
Santa Claus. The Easter Bunny? Sandman. The Tooth Fairy! I knew you'd come! Surprise! We came! Shh, you guys, he's still awake.
Sandy, knock him out.
Huh?
With the dream sand, you gumbies.
No, stop! That's the Easter Bunny! What are you doing, Abby? Down!
All right, nobody panic.
But that's a greyhound. Do you know what greyhounds do to rabbits?
I think it's a pretty safe bet. He's never met a rabbit like me. 6'1", nerves of steel, master of Tai Chi, and the ancient
Crikey. Oh! Sandy! See, rabbit! Get this dingo off me! Candy canes.
Rise of the Guardians, these guys are the original superheroes. Our team did such an incredible job realizing the look of the dream sand. It's a special effect that is a storytelling tool that actually gives you an emotional feeling.
We were adapting some new technologies on this film. The gold sand, it was a huge challenge because it was one of the biggest point render movies we've done.
You take the ones on the left, I'll take the ones on the right.
The gold sand emits light. Its movement is lyrical. It's made up of really cool design shapes like filigrees and swirls. We were able to intricately design where and when we wanted shapes and animation to happen within the stream.
The way that Sandman is made of sand, those are moments of pure beauty.
There's a scene where the Sandman creates these huge, beautiful golden dinosaurs walking down the street. In a big theater with 3D, it's just going to be breathtaking.
The look of the Rise of the Guardians is going to be a step beyond what animated films look like.
We took a lot of inspiration in the mythologies and backstories of these characters. What we wanted to do on this movie is really come up with 6 unique Guardians worlds so environments actually reflect the personality of the character. For example, in the North Pole, when they're standing around the fireplace, there's a tapestry hanging above the fireplace, and it gives you a little bit of a sense of the history of North. He wanted to live in isolation, and he befriended the Yetis, and together they built the North Pole.
The globe?
You see the level of detail when we're up close on the globe. Some etchings and the whole elf language that we put into it, kind of describing where we are.
The North Pole is fully reaping the benefits of the digital age, if you will.
I always thought the elves made the toys.
We just let them believe that.
Very nice. Keep up good work.
You see the same in the Tooth Palace. There will be carvings in there saying, when children lose their teeth, the fairies come at night, they pick them up, they bring you a gift. The teeth will be brought back to you when you need the memories the most.
Each column represents a continent, and each column has a different pattern to it, and these tooth boxes in them. Put an extra level of detail thinking about South American motifs, Aztec designs. This is in the bunny warren, and these sentinel eggs look like old Stonehenge with old ancient carvings to them. So some of these old ancient carvings could be an egg, or it could also be a set piece. We don't know if like an egg's gonna come to life.
Those are all just really cool, intricate stories that are in the backbone of the mythologies, and we use those inspiration to create a unique look for each one of the worlds.
This movie is very different and very ambitious, incredibly beautiful. It's everything you expect from DreamWorks Animation.
Sandy, knock him out.
Candy case.
你来啦，杰克动人。
圣诞老人，哇哦！
这一次主角杰克动人的中文配音也请到周汤豪现身，到底他表现如何？爸爸妈妈带小孩进戏院时，不妨评评分喽。
Let's go, Sandy, Sandy, wake up! This is going to be epic.
DreamWorks Rise of the Guardians.
Music! No music!